Hello everyone, so today we're going to go over US30, the yesterday's price action, and just go over what we was expecting and what we got delivered. So if you watched the previous video, I did recap a whole load of days in two videos, and it took you up to the 7th of August. Then we gave a little forecast. We was expecting a bearish move from here, and we was looking for this high to be taken or this high to be taken here, which is also the weekly opening price. The absolute max, which we didn't want, is for this gap to be filled in. So we got that. We got the push up with the New York session, and then the nice downwards move to take the liquidity here. So today we'd be expecting that bearish momentum to continue. As you can see so far, London opening takes place here, retested this area, still pushing towards the downside. So you can still expect a downwards continuation to target this low down here and these lows here. So that would just be a continuation down. And that would give you a full impulse move to the downside. So up the stairs, down the escalator, down the elevator, whatever you want to call it. Now let's go to the 5-minute time frame and just focus on what happened yesterday. So we focus on the London opening. So we're going to need that all the way up to there. So do we have any trades? So we look at price first. So first thing we do is look at the previous day. We have a premium sell area and a discounted buy area. You can see that got retested and then continued up. So it still shows bullish in control, but room for a retracement. Price goes all the way up to the discounted sell area, premium sell area. So in this area, you'd be looking for a sell if you got a move up into that grey area. So here we have the London opening. Pre-London is here, then the MOP is here, midnight opening price. So you can see open. There's no real setup here. At the London opening, there's no real setup. You just got a bearish candle. If it took this low, then it would be a opportunity for a buy if it starts reversing, because it to be taking liquidity then followed by a reversal back up to the London opening at least. So we look at this, price bounces about. First liquidity grab it does is this one here. Really, you could have took a sell from here, but these are minor moves. So this retest here of the pre-London is a minor move, but you could have seen that as a sell opportunity and sold to the downside and then took partial profits as it clears the low. Same thing here, as price goes down, you could see this as a buy opportunity because you're clearing the lows and then you're seeing signs of reversal. Then you would have brought and targeted the London opening at least. Stop loss would have been at the low and you'd have entered on one of these candles here, depending on how you go about entering. I focus on the 1 minute for structure and the 5 minute for the long time moving targets. So you could have got moves here, then it got retested here, then you got a continuation up. So these are all good setups that would have been valid and resulted in at least a break even hit. But they are short distances, so I'm not going to go over every little thing here. Then price pushed up, retest the MOP, pushed down, bounced off the London opening and continued towards the upside. So these are all small movements that don't really need me to go over and think. Overall, not really any great opportunities there. The main focus would be on the New York opening because there was no great opportunities within the London session. Now we have a London session discount area. So this is where the London session opened and this was the low for that session. So this would be the discounted buy area. The New York open takes place here, pushes down into that area, then you get a rejection and you can see how price uses that New York opening level as support. So that shows a continuation up is very likely and you'd be targeting the previous highs. So this high here and this high here, which is also the weekly opening price. So they would be your main targets if you got into that. A few members did get into that. They got into the buy after retesting that New York opening. If we go down to the 1 minute time frame, you can see how that happened. So you push down, retest the discount buy area, pushed up above it, retest, and continue to the upside. So each time, you'd probably put your stop loss below this low here. You wouldn't have put it around here because it's too close to the New York opening. So stop loss would be here. At the absolute max, you'd put it down here. Then we switch back to the 5 minute. Then the main setup was this. This is the previous day high. This is the weekly opening, and this is the previous day mop from Monday. You can see that there. So once we cleared this previous high, it is a great opportunity for a reversal to start happening. And this is a trade template if you zoom out. So if you zoom out to the 15-minute time frame, you can see here, New York opening takes place, pushes up for a liquidity grab and key levels. Then we start the reversal. You'd have got into the reversal and targeted the New York opening at least. By that time, you'd have been at break even and let the rest to run. And what you'd be hoping for is the smaller time frame template to match with the higher bias, which was a big drop towards the downside to collect all of this liquidity below. Go back down to the 5 minute. So the real reason people got missed out on this move yesterday is because they got into the sell here. Yes, they saw it, retested, and then continued down. Came down to this level, but then they saw support. So this is also a buy opportunity. You're seeing support from that New York open level. So when we go to the 1 minute time frame, you can see there is a consolidation on top of that New York opening. So this is bullish support. So when price comes down to it and shows you resistance and a turnaround, that shows that we're using this area as bullish support. We already have buys from here. We're also buying from here because we've retested that New York opening many times, and now we're giving it one last retest here. So that is also a valid buy opportunity. So there's many trades you can get into, but they are quite quick movements, and the only way you would profit off the big ones is if you hold the correct entry one, so this one here and these ones here, for the long-term move, which is for the session move, which is to the downside. So you'd be looking to take small tiny partials on these downwards moves, and you would take most partials as price favours the bullish moves. So as price comes up, you're in buyers from down here. Let's say you got in on these retests here, stop loss at the lows, and the same here, you saw this impulse move or you got in on the retest, your stop loss would be at the high and you'd have took partial profits down here. So you'd have got stopped out on this one if you didn't get in at the top, and this is the retest, so you'd have probably stayed out here, watched it for a bit, and then you would have probably got in here, stop loss at the high, which would have ended in a stop loss hit, then again here. Let's say you entered around this level, stop loss at the high. As price goes down, you then break even at this level, which is now showing weakness, because when you get a retest like this, you don't really want it to be retesting again. It shows bearish pressure. So if it is bullish, it would retest here, then continue straight up. But because it's come down and retested again, it's showing a lot of bearish pressure. So this retracement here is the highest probability trade setup, because you have shown a lot of bearish pressure, and this up here is a 1 minute premium sell area from the New York Open. So they pushed it down here. This is a discount buy area on the 1 minute time frame. Pushed it up, then they started to sell. So this is now a premium sell area on the 1 minute from the New York opening. But I won't get into that because that can confuse people. So retesting it once or twice is perfectly reasonable. So once you saw that, nice support and resistance being followed, one push down, again you'd have got into the sales here, stop loss at the high again, probably on this big red candle here. and you'd be looking to move to break even and take some more small partial profits as you hit the New York opening. You can see price pushes down and then retest that level once again. So this is another trade setup, that support and resistance running along there, and we're retesting that New York opening to validate a continuation down. And then you just got the fall to the downside. So that is that retest there, and you can see how it used that price action, that key level. So when you look at it and as a whole, we're retesting, we're pushing to a premium sale area, retesting key levels, collecting liquidity, and layering it up on sell orders. It's doing everything at once while obeying the trade templates and the liquidity collections and the timing and the price action. So everything can move smoothly. That's why then, after this downwards move, everyone was in the sales. London traders would have switched at that key level, and then they all benefit from the downwards move, which is targeting the liquidity previous lows below. So that would have been it. Then as price goes down, you watch price. Obviously you don't want to be sitting on the chart all day, but the main area you'd be wanting to take partial profits would be this low here. So this is the Asian session low, and it's also the major swing low here. So that would be a main area you'd look to take partial profits. And you can see here, this is the previous day New York opening. So you saw a bit of bullish support from there. But that is it. Focus on the New York opening. You get into the move and you let it play out as you are predicting. Then when it gets to a key level, you take your majority of the profits and you let the rest run at break even. So, quick forecast for tomorrow. Then we'll do another recap video. So, at the moment, this downwards move is still looking strong. When I get used... So what we're doing here is consolidating, building up bearish pressure. Retested this one already. London traders are currently selling still, so they're still looking to push the consolidation downwards. So next you're likely to get a continuation down, target this low and this low down here. I wouldn't be surprised if it just continued down before the New York opening, or you might get a small retracement with the New York opening and then they continue selling too. But yeah, either way, it looks like they're going to continue selling for today. Take care. We'll recap tomorrow.